purple.
Okay.
Red gives me anxiety.
That's 3.
Green is mushroomy. I don't like it.
You never did mushrooms?
Green is mushroomy?
Well, mushroomy is great, but like in a little bit of dose at a time.
You eat green mushrooms?
Well, I don't know. You turn on the green light. Like my light in my apartment right now, I have it set purple. Right? Yes.
Roxanne!
Thanks for keeping me in line, because on Chrissy Mare's show, I talk way too much, and then they say I rant and ramble, and then I'm like, I've gotten better at it, but
yeah, we
that's
want to get
why
to the
I
bottom
stopped
of
going
it.
on as much, is because I don't want to, like, watch these videos of dumb people doing dumb stuff, and then comment on it.
Can you tell me, when you had a ticket to go to the airport, and you would threaten to go to the airport, and then he would threaten self-harm, can you walk us through, like, what would happen? Give me, like, one of those scenarios.
Like,
you're trying to leave, and he's trying to get you to not leave, and he threatens himself. What happens?
So, I would be on my phone, and when I go on my phone, it would just be like, just like, are you leaving? Are you leaving me? You know, you said
so
you
you're in
love
the
me.
same house, texting each other?
No, I was in his house, like 1,000 miles from my home.
Yes, and where is he?
He
MJ Murphy's house.
Would always know what I was doing.
Did he have cameras in the house?
Not one she knew about.
I don't think so, but like the trigger would be he would see something on the Dabverse or like YouTube. He would see a video with Matt Mead being this or that, and from his own actions on the videos, you know. And
were those Nobody Likes Onions videos?
Well, it didn't start with you guys, because you guys started to cover things like a little bit after it happened, you know. But I'm happy you guys covered it, because it really helped.
Yeah. Did it piss
helped me?
Did it piss him off?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What did he do? You said he like punched a computer and broke it?
Like, the computer thinks it's a victim?
That is to ask his family and the people that are still on his deed.
It's a private computer?
Of his property.
The family computer?
Own it. He's paying.
But he said he could afford 17,000 other computers.
I don't know why he would say that, because I mean, I sent Ice Dancer a record of the Cash App. I've sent him over $1,600.
And Ice Dancer?
Well, I let her know, because everybody's saying that, oh, Matt Mead was some sort of like, no, like, I didn't have a source of income, but I paid for what I owed him, what I owed him. I was always upfront to be a girlfriend that, hey, look, this is a relationship. I don't expect the man to be. But then I'm also paying for my stuff here. And then,
what was the $1,600 for?
I want to actually get to the point why I was crying on Keanu's stream, was because I was getting robbed downstairs.
You were getting robbed?
By that lady that came upstairs, was the woman.
Girl? That third girl that was there.
It was his ex-girlfriend.
His ex
was downstairs, and he left her alone. My purse was downstairs.
That's his ex-girlfriend?
Well, they had been together. They've known each other. They grew up together. They've known each other for 20-some years. So when I was alone with her, she cornered me and is like, you doing what you do? Do you know who Matt is? And why are you dating him? What do you want from him? And then she just totally drilled me. And then Matt came in the room, and
what's the name of that? Huh?
But Matt had like a 13-minute live stream on Halloween, which he had to take down. But not because of her, but our good friend whose house this was in, and I wasn't filming, and she said we had authorization to film, and no one was on video until the end. This woman came in the stream, and she and Matt have known each other for 20-some years. And then she's like, oh, Matt, like, stop that. And then Matt's like, no one's going to see it. And then she's like, well, everyone will see it because of your, corn star girlfriend. And like in a very, and Keanu heard it. And Keanu actually reached out to me and asked what happened. She actually noticed that this woman was attacking us, and there was a fight. That's the night I went and ran away, and people came looking for me because I was just trying to go back to get my things and leave. Because
but it's hard to carry a drum set alone.
Yes. Well, in no right does anybody who they've known me, got to know me, been my friend, and then use that on me to make me a bug. You know what I mean? I was some sort of bug to them, and I never was filming. I never wanted to. I've had 2 relationships before I had Matt in my life, and none of these men ever went out on my social media.
So Matt's your third relationship.
I protected my family.
Hold on,
and until Matt, this stuff has been, like, my family, my personal information, I've kept away from the public view. And I've been able to do that for a few years. But now, because of Matt, the first stream I made, he said, I don't want to be a cuck. I'm not going to film you playing darts.
Sorry,
and I was just playing darts for the first time, right?
He said the words.
Post it.
Hold on, Scarlett. He said the
video,
words to you. He said the words.
He wanted to be in the video.
Rudy, use your hand signal.
All right. He said the words to you.
I'm very handsy, like Trump.
That's fine. Okay, like he said.
Okay, yeah.
So he said to you, "I don't want to be a cuck. I want to be in the videos with you."
He felt like I would film anybody if they just wanted me to film them playing darts, but
all right.
He filmed me playing darts the first time, and because he wasn't in the video, he said he didn't want to be a cuck or my cuck.
A dart cuck? Like
a cuck, like he didn't want to be watching me and giving me to everybody type of attitude. And then
but that's literally what you do for a living.
And then
right,
I was very upfront and honest with him about
totally. Like
he knew about everything before he took me home, and before he, I don't know what, I was faithful, and I am faithful to him when I was with him. With any boyfriend, I've not shot industry scenes. I've not done anything with anyone else when I've had a relationship, but I'm relatively new to relationships. But my past 2 relationships before both lasted about 8 months. And then the second one wasn't even over. And my boyfriend at the time, and, you'll always love people. I don't hate anyone. There was no fight.
Except MJ Murphy.
But I didn't even hate her. She gave me a hug the day I went to Keanu's place.
Yeah, but she's a reptile.
Yeah, and I mean, Stance's girlfriend gave me a hug, and then she tries to corner me and by the
sorry, signal.
Sorry, my bad. I've been talking a while. I'm so sorry.
When you had a ticket and wanted to go to the airport, and he would threaten self-harm, can you walk us through one of those scenarios?
That was the moment when you're holding your phone and you're just looking on like Priceline or whatever, just trying to see when I can get a ticket. I was trying to go home for Thanksgiving. That was back in Thanksgiving, right? So I've been there a couple times. Like, I came back here because I had packages and mail and things that I needed to address in my home. So I came back November 1st, then I left, like, I did like a Simpcast, and then I left.
Okay, but then
November 3rd.
Then Thanksgiving.
I was gone until like a weekish, a little bit ago.
Thanksgiving comes, and you want to leave.
I want it, yeah.
And what happened?
He wanted to drive me to my mom's place, and he kept insisting that whether I got a ticket or not, that he was going to drive there and meet me. And then when, I brought him to my home here, and I trusted him to bring him to my home, but my mom lives in rural Wisconsin, and if somebody needs to call for help, there is not a Greenwich 15 police cars outside. Like, and I never called the police there. His neighbors did, like the community did. And I would walk out to pick up DoorDash, Melton. So I ordered DoorDash, walked out to pick it up from the car. Hi, how's it going? And the neighbor would yell, "You're the corn star."
Back to Thanksgiving. You're trying to leave. He's insisting to drive.
The amount of, I don't want. Well, I didn't. He would get angry at me, say I didn't love him if he couldn't come to my mom's house. And I gave him my mom's number, and he was talking to my mom, and I would see the way he talked to her. And I knew it was over when he told my mother. He wouldn't admit to my mother what he did. And I respect honesty. So if somebody,
what did he do? What did he do that he didn't tell your mother?
Physical abuse?
I mean, I want him to admit it on his own, because he admitted it to his father. And
okay, let me ask this.
His parents took the Greenwich Police Department. Like, everybody witnessed this, knew it, he told them, and they outed, I'm the problem. And then Matt's like, no, I want to marry you, I love you. And I said I didn't want to get married. And then he went crazy, and he started breaking things, and...
How did he break things? Did he throw them on the ground? Did he push them over?
Smash his guitars, like real guitars. Like, he bought a brand new guitar, like $1,600 guitar, and smashed it.
Do that? Like an axe?
It was a Martin something, and what's shameful about that is I've owned the same guitars I have for 15 years.
Right. And you've never wanted to smash your own guitars?
Never had these sort of... So when I got my first drum set,
sad,
and he smashed it, it
if
broke
a musical
my heart.
Instrument is
I tried to fix it. I picked it up all over the floor, man. And he ordered the same exact one. It took 3 weeks, and I have it in my apartment here.
We heard that story. Now,
I have it. I can show you guys what it looks like, so you guys see what that, this is what drum set I'm talking about,
How did he end up... You needed to go out to your mom's house. He wasn't allowed to come to your mom's house. How did it end? How did he finally go back?
Well, my mom was acting like his friend, so I felt betrayed by my own family, too, and my friends. I felt like I'm not trying to... He said he lost his job because of the video of MLC when he pushed me. And he told my mother that. And then he said, no, I didn't really lose my job. So he didn't lose his job. It was a lie. And then he said he told MLC he's moving to Tampa. And he messaged me, I'm not moving to Tampa. I hate Florida. I said, so you, like, the amount of, like, I'm not going to out him as that, but the amount of people that every right to them, they're his friends for many years. I mean, I really don't know what to say, but.
How did he leave Ohio? What happened? And was it peaceful or not?
Wisconsin here? I'm in Wisconsin.
Sorry, Wisconsin.
It wasn't peaceful. He wanted to run himself into a ditch, and I decided I'm just going to sleep. I'm safe, and I'm home, and I want to sleep. Because that's what Madison Police Department said. That's not the way things work here. They were banging on the door downstairs. And I said, I just want my key for my door. He took the key. And
to your bedroom or your house?
I'm in my apartment. Like, I've rented this apartment for a few years. Like,
right, what key did he take? Your apartment key?
Like the outside door. But then he told me he could get into the door with a credit card, so it didn't matter. So then he's an engineer, so I asked, he said he was going to help me with my security here. That's why he was coming with me, is to help me with my apartment and security, so I could feel more safe. And, you know, there was a moment where, I mean, I never had to call the police, but when I'm in my home and somebody says you're dead and they grab a pillow and they try to suffocate you, you're going to have to do something. If you want to see your family again, you're going to have to do something. And
I know this sounds like super
intense.
He tried to suffocate you with a pillow?
I can't allow that in my own safe space.
So, but you're saying
in my own home, I can't allow somebody to treat me like they are trying to control me, you know? Like, I don't want to get married.
That's exactly what he was doing. That's exactly what he was doing. But you're saying there at your own apartment, he tried to suffocate you with a pillow?
I don't know exactly. He wanted to do something, and he was saying things, and...
How do you know he was wanting to do something?
I mean, this is not like I feel like I'm being interrogated by police, and I told everything that they needed to know.
No,
so he could go home. I just wanted him to go home safe and not hurt himself. And then all day long, I had like 20 missed calls. I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to run myself into a ditch. It was like, I don't know what that word is called. Is it gaslighting? I don't know what it is. But it's just like, I just went to sleep. And I woke up and I just hear somebody crying on my voicemails. And,
do you still have those?
I didn't bring them back here. And my mom said she was fucking grateful that he didn't kill me. She told me that on the phone. She's like, I'm like, Mom, why didn't you ever... I felt like my mom didn't stand up for me, but she was talking to him. Whatever she was saying to him kept him alive, kept me alive, and it was actually the way Keanu was talking, which was to de-escalate it. Not get him all fired up and rampaged and raged to destroy whatever's in front of him and hurt people.
Who else did he hurt?
I mean, I'd really... I mean, he's really hurt me. And he's hurt his friends in different ways. But physically, I've heard, but I've not seen. I've witnessed it, and that's when I jumped out the window. And
who was he hurting? Who was he hurting when you jumped out the window?
Our friend. who put me in a room. She's a mother. She put me in a room to protect me. And she was the most, she's like Keanu, where she's just. She's not trying to play sides. She's trying to de-escalate. But then I hear things breaking and throwing and yelling, and I'm done with it. I open the window and I jump out 15 feet down, and I don't call the cops. I just run. And then this first car that passes on the road right on his avenue, they stop and they put a blanket over me. They're like, "Are you okay? I'm going to get you help." I said, "No, don't call the police because I'm not going to get in trouble. All my stuff is in his house. I can't just I can't leave. My everything I have is in there." I jumped out the window, and then he said it was badass later.
Matt said it was badass that you jumped out the window?
Yeah. 15 feet high. I mean, that didn't hurt me, but...
What was happening? What was he doing to the other girl that locked you in the room while you jumped out the window? Like, were they fighting physically?
She's told me things, and she's not somebody part of,
Yeah, it's fine. You don't have to...
She's a mother, right? And
yeah,
she's had health problems, and...
Yeah, I don't want you to dox her. I'm just asking, what did she say happened to her? You said she told you things.
Well, that had happened like a year ago or in the past year. She told me this later after this event because she told me, just don't escalate it. Don't say this. Just tell Matt this isn't funny. Because the first time I saw it happen, he threw a grill, broke a door, and then I didn't know how to react to this kind of behavior. I laughed. She's like crying. She's crying, and she's saying, "No, this is, don't. She's like this, she was dead serious crying. Like, this woman, I respect her. She's a very smart lady. And she's a single mom, and she stood up for me. And I can't allow her to get yelled at and hear his behavior, throwing things, breaking things, yelling at her.
Did she say that he ever was physical with her?
That I'm not going to discuss. That's not my...
We don't know her.
Not that day that I know of.
Okay.
Okay?
But in the past, there were incidents.
I cannot, because Matt is going to call me. He's been already calling me for being on that BYB stream.
Why don't you block him?
I have property at his home that he needs to mail me.
Beside the drum set, what else?
Well, my drum set is here. The broken one is at his place.
Okay.
I have I have certain collection of, I collect vintage type items where I left one there and he knew it was on the couch and he kind of kept it there, and he keeps women's stuff at his place.
Like trophies.
He gave me his sister's underwear.
His sister's underwear?
Hot.
But, that doesn't turn him on, but, it's just very, odd to go in your sister's bedroom and...
By the way, that's the name of my favorite Team Skeet video. My sister's underwear.
Oh, my sister's underwear. Oh, my.
Oh, we just got a super chat.
Well,
sister's
make sure
underwear
you gotta
with $5.
say step with the quotes, or it's not allowed with the industry. I mean,
you do know
that's also
Scarlett...
that's the biggest thing I have with the industry is I don't want to promote especially somebody that I'm dating, if they're constantly making my industry work as a joke, that shouldn't even be part of our relationship. You should see me as the person I am, right? Like my past boyfriend did.
Did anyone other than this woman that locked you in the room ever talk to you about abuse from Matt?
Well, all I know is that his father and mother were in the house when he smacked me in the face real hard on this side on my temple. And it wasn't my face that necessarily hurt, it was the temple. It hurt for a few days. And there's this look in his eye when he does it, and he's so angry, and he already broken the door. His dad comes up the stairs. He's like, oh, I'm gonna hit you too. You're not my real parents and all this. And see that kind of stuff. Yeah.
But you do know that you could, if you're afraid
his
of him,
family knew, and I didn't have access to anything. He took my phone away. He took my baby blanket my mom made for me as a blanket as a baby, and he threw it in the fire. Like, he has like a stove. Like, this is all that's left of it, and I mean, I don't even like barely try to wash it, but there's still ash on it. You know, like ash from, he threw it in his stove, and he said he was going to burn it right now, and but then he used that as a way to get me to say, no, don't do it. Okay, please stop. And I mean, he threw it in the oven, though, and how could you do that? This is somebody, their mother made this for them as a baby, right? I grew up, this is my baby blanket, right? This is what I take everywhere to feel safe.
Right.
Okay. And how could you take that away from somebody? Not even their phone, but their baby blanket, right?
He's a monster.
Yeah, this is my mom.
When you had a plane,
every time I put it in my face.
When you had a plane ticket to go home for Thanksgiving and he didn't want you to go, and then he wanted to drive you, how did it escalate from there? What happened? How did you go home for Thanksgiving, or did you not?
I wasn't home for Thanksgiving. I sat on his couch for Thanksgiving.
Because he wouldn't let you.
I think I made like a microwave pizza, and I cut up some onions and green peppers and red peppers and put it in the oven and roasted it, and it was pretty good.
So you
that was my Americans. My mom made Thanksgiving, and I was not going to bring him to my mom. And he got angry at that, and he raged about it. Like, if somebody has laid their hands on you, you're not going to bring them to your elderly single mother who lives alone, who you respect. Like, he can talk to her, and they've talked, and I know my mom can handle him, but wow, my mom is not the type of person I wouldn't want to bring this. He already said mean things about my sister. Oh, your sister hates me and all this, but my sister.
The ironic is how many guys have said that about you.
I mean, my parents are divorced.
Yeah.
And my dad is a bit different, but
it seems like Scarlett. It seems like you're stuck in between this thing. You can't speak freely about Matt because you're worried about your stuff.
No, I know he's either listening or he's chiming into this and calling me in rage fury.
Scarlett, we can help. There's a bunch of listeners that listen to this program. It's a pretty big community. I'm sure there's someone out there who will volunteer to go and collect your stuff on your behalf and then deliver it to you. Is that something that you'd want them to do?
I don't even know how to even say that, because that's what happened after I jumped out the window. The cops said that they were going to collect my stuff, I wouldn't have to go back.
This is my proposal. Let me propose the person just for the job. James Baumer. He's a former police officer in New York City, doxxed. He can't stop telling people about it and waving around his gun in public. So, he's the guy, I'm telling you, to look out for you, Scar. He can head over there. He can.
I'm in Wisconsin.
It doesn't.
No, I'm talking about to Connecticut to get your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then you don't need to worry about your stuff being with Matt anymore. It'll be safe. Is that something you'd like to happen?
Balmer said, "Thank you, Moody. I'm the one who hooked this up."
I opened it up.
Team effort.
I'm just concerned, like, because it's heavy, you know.
Yeah, what's going through your mind right now?
Well, it's just not a situation that this is not how I want to talk and address the public is through this kind of situation. It's not something I'm proud of.
You know how they say
something I'm happy about. It's not something I want to necessarily just, it causes me pain.
First of all, know this. Everybody watching this show is on your side. And second of all, you know how they say sometimes you can't see the forest for the trees? When you're in something, when you're involved in something like this, you can't think clearly or see the whole picture. We're just trying to tell you what's best for you is probably, sounds like, to never see this guy or talk to this guy again. To block him, arrange for someone to pick up your stuff, send it to you, and block him. Because the fact that he was told you could break in your apartment with a credit card, he stole your key so that you couldn't lock him out. This is a dangerous situation. And I'm glad you had the foresight to not bring him to your elderly mother, because a guy with a temper like that, he is capable of, it sounds like.
There's also another instance, he wouldn't let me go to a concert out there, and I know the band. So then in Wisconsin, when they came here, this is the day he was there with me. He stayed at my place one night.
The band.
And I went to a concert, and the band knows me, and they had security take him away.
Every boyfriend's nightmare. I know the band.
Well, I know, and I told him, but he's like, I want to go still, because he knew I was upset, because I just like going to the concert, and they're my friends, and they actually just saw what was going on in the crowd, and they had the security talk to him. And then he said, well, some security guy came and talked to me, and it's because the band sent the guy over there.
What was happening? What was happening?
Well, they have a song where they bring all the ladies in the crowd can go and dance on the stage and all that.
Oh, yeah.
I've always gone up.
And you were dancing with a guy with dreadlocks.
Well, I'm not dancing with them. I'm dancing with the women, and I make friends with women, and it's social for me. I mean, I live here. This is my community.
So basically, other guys saw you up there on stage.
I mean, I was dressed. Everything was fine. I wasn't touching no one.
He got jealous. He got jealous.
Well, no, he wouldn't let me go on the stage, and they were trying to bring me up. They were pointing at me, reaching out to grab me and pull me on the stage, and then he's like, I'm gonna leave if you go on stage. And I said, okay, but my keys to my apartment and my car are in your vehicle, so if you leave, he said, I'm gonna leave, and then he runs away. I just get on stage. I'm like, whatever now. At this point, it's like, do it in my home city. Just do it here.
Did he ever take your passport?
No, but...
Did you get your shots?
His friend, this woman, while I was on Keanu's stream, I was crying, and then when he shows up, it's like, no one's watching that woman downstairs, and then when I go downstairs, I buy my own things, like my Tiffany necklace it's like, out on the couch. Like, why is my stuff out of my purse on the couch? And then, he even said, oh yeah, she steals things, and she's always kind of, I thought she stopped,
It's a good way to take an eBay photo.
I know. It meant more to talk to Keanu and make sure that you look good to Keanu than to look after your own property and your girlfriend's property.
So, Scarlett, let's just come back to this. We've got James Balmert, who's an ex-police officer. He can go and collect your stuff, keep that safe, and you never need to speak to Matt Mead ever again. Is that something you want to happen?
I mean, this is a lot right now.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know exactly how much of my stuff is in his home.
He'll go in. He's a police officer. He's dealt with the situations of abuse before.
And he's
got your back.
Officer.
Look, James Balmert is always asking how can he save her. So he will.
It's kind of like I'll get my stuff back if I go back. Is kind of Matt's mentality. I said I'll pay for my shipping, but he's like, well,
that's his theme song.
You can just wait till you get it when you come back.
You're not going back. It's not good for you.
Don't go back. Send someone on your behalf.
Remember how hard it was? Yeah, remember how hard it was to leave this time. It'll be harder next time. And you might not leave. You might not leave.
No, I'm, I never had a man, like, strangle me. Like, I mean, yeah, there's industry scenes that is, like, consensual and it's not real. And it's not like that. It's just not like I'm going to kill you and grab your neck and hold you down. You're going to die. When the police asked me, I couldn't even answer. I'm like, they're on the phone and he's like, you ruined my life. And then,
wow.
I had to call the police. Then he's in my home. When he picked up the pillow, said, you're going to die, and threw me on the couch. And I knew that he knows I'm compromised here. There's nobody.
That's on his
side. So did he get arrested?
He ran away. He drove away, and he drove back to Connecticut, but he stayed in Wisconsin for like a night at a hotel to see if he could come back. And whatever things he left here, I already set it aside and said, I'll mail you. I didn't, when someone's been in your life, like, I was concerned.
Yeah, but what happened?
Because he said he was going to drive off the road and he's going to kill himself because he hates, that I'm the only thing that he, like, this and that, and, I don't like, it's hard for everybody when you lose somebody in your life, and it's hard enough.
I get it. Scarlett, why weren't police charges filed? Why wasn't he taken to jail?
They gave me a case number, but I said I'm not going to press charges. I want him to get home safe.
There isn't a
statute. I just don't want him in my apartment. I don't want him in my home.
It's not a law in Wisconsin that automatically makes police have to file charges on domestic violence.
I don't know what they said to him, but they talked to him. They brought me back my key. They were, and I told them about the Greenwich police problem that happened, the incident. They said he drove you from Connecticut, and I'm like, yeah. I said, I showed them my flight tickets, and that there had been multiple but if he was going to drive here anyways, I want to know when he shows up. I'm going to come with him.
Make sure your apartment complex rekeys your locks, because he probably took that key to make a copy of it.
He did go out. He went to... Wow. He went to Home Depot.
Yep. That's where you get keys copied. They have a machine that does it for you.
He went to, like, Home Goods
you want, an American flag, a desert.
And he didn't bring anything back from that. He
brought a key back, but it was in his pocket.
Got me some apples and carrots and toilet paper.
Listen to
me. I have a bidet, so I don't,
Listen,
really.
You still need to dry after a bidet, Scarlett.
Listen, Scarlett.
I mean...
Scarlett, your apartment for free. Scarlett, your apartment for free will rekey your lock if you explain the situation.
Well, I told the police the situation, and they said, well, that's up to your building owner, and I've told them the situation for a while now, and it's...
That's
I had somebody install a camera into my light bulb.
This is fucking crazy, Scarlett. Like,
in my apartment.
Everything you're saying about this guy is crazy. I'm not saying I don't believe you.
Him, but that was somebody that...
No.
I'd kill you in your own apartment. You need to file charges. This is insane.
This guy is gonna hurt
no one
you.
can say you're dead, and then grab a pillow and try to suffocate you in your own home.
That's what we're saying.
He tried to suffocate you.
Well, I tried to handle it the best way I could, and that's the only time I called the cops, and I had to, right? And then know what the cops told me? Madison PD said, that's not the way we handle it here. Because I said, well, he's friends with the Greenwich police and everything, and they're like, well, we don't do that here, you know. So I have faith in Madison, and I'm happy they were able to. I went to sleep and I slept the whole day. I was felt so safe.
What day did this happen?
Gosh, I would think the 18th. I don't know. I'd have to look up.
December.
Yeah.
How did you get away
when he was depressed?
So he was.
Like,
so he was trying
kind of
to.
Stuff is not easy.
Was he trying? You said he was trying to smother you with a pillow. How did you get away?
He's home. He's safe, and that's all. Like, you know, when he's saying that I'm going to drive off the road and kill myself after he leaves. Please let me come back. Please, I'll make everything right.
That's just more manipulation, Scarlett. That's just more manipulation.
And my mom talked to me, and I said, because my mom, I heard her talk to him, and she's so like calm, and I'm calm with him. You have to be a certain way with certain people to protect yourself. And that's why my mom, I knew it was really serious when my mom said, I thought he was going to kill you. My mom knew I didn't come home for Thanksgiving. And my mom talked to him, FaceTimed him. She said, please have my daughter home for Christmas. So then Matt wouldn't come, let me go home for Christmas unless he was able to come with me. Yeah. Because he said, if you love me, you're going to... that stuff was heavy as hell. So I had him come here.
What did he say? He said,
I'm not taking him to my mom's home.
He said, if you love me, about going home. What did he say?
There's enough of his reactions to all his behaviors, his constant accusing. Just watch Raging Bull. The guy's constantly accusing his friend Joe Pesci. He's like, oh, you're doing things with my wife. And he's like, no. And then he beats up the guy, It's kind of the same thing he did to Mersh. I never met Mersh in person. Yeah, Mersh DM'd me respectfully to say, hey, I hope you know that all this, when he started Scarlett Watch, she's like, I hope you know all this is just internet BS and that it's all just, and I said, yeah, I understand, thanks. But then when my phone got taken away and he goes through that, he's like, oh, your boyfriend Mersh and this and that. And, well, I respect, because Mersh and Ice Dancer, his girlfriend, is the one that created the Scarlett Watch that, helped call out some of this stuff and raise awareness to it. And the biggest disappointment is the friends that I knew in person at Content Hotel and this and that.
Yeah.
Didn't they and then when the Mary Jane stuff came out, I don't know if I sent the Clawfather guy.
This is why Keanu. Hold on. This is why Keanu is so bad, because she claimed to be your friend and claims to be an ally of people who are abused. And she couldn't wait to get you off the stream while he was in the middle of doing that stuff. She kept trying to get you to leave instead of helping your voice be heard.
Yeah. And then...
sweeping it under the rug. And then Matt went on the show later to help her cover it all up. It's insane. You have to see that.
That is very weird, because... Whoopsies.
Is Matt there?
Hi. No, Matt's not here. I accidentally swiped him. I'm on my phone right now, not my laptop, because it was updating. But the biggest thing was months ago when I got these death threats on Instagram. Everybody liked it, and I didn't even see it, and it wasn't a big deal, and I told everyone about it. I'm like, what heck? And then they put me, next to a lady, and then they say that I tried to chase her out of the room. I never touched her. I didn't even know her name, and then her name became apparent to me, when I was just trying to stick up for my friends, I thought, by calling her out.
Yeah, what about Keanu? What about Keanu, though? What I'm saying, like, she kept trying to cover this up. Matt's fine. Matt would never lay a finger on anybody.
Well, I think she was trying to mediate and de-escalate a situation that
with
she's
physical
known Matt
abuse.
for a while, so she was probably doing whatever she could. And I've seen this behavior before: is just don't trigger him, kind of.
Well,
you were on the stream. Don't make him mad, kind of attitude.
You were on the stream with him. You looked scared, and she said, "Let's just get you off the stream now. You don't need to be on the stream right now."
Oh, Scar, this is too much for you, Scar. Oh, Scar, and I'm like begging for freaking help.
Yeah,
like,
and then
I'm calling her because she's the only one that could calm Matt down, and it was her, or who else do we have? Because these are all Matt's friends. My friends aren't on the East Coast. I tried to call my mother. She's 1,000 miles away, and she has no idea what's going on. The best she can do is talk to Matt, and she did. She had his number, and that he abused that because he started texting my mom behind my back, and my mom showed me some of these texts, and it was very like, I'm trying to help her, and I'm helping her, and I'm like doing all this stuff for her, and she's trying to like do this and that, and my mom is smart enough to be like, that doesn't sound like my daughter. You know what I mean?
Scarlett, real quick, we have to do an important segment we call Super Tips.
Sorry.
We just have to do super tips. Honey, we have you. You are not alone.